in early aggressive rushes. So, but not in just standard play. And with the corruptor change, the corruptors were already good in my opinion. But I'm speaking from a TvZ, ZVT perspective. Apparently, they're not very good in CVP. So that, and I think that was the reason why they made that change.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
But I mean, their corruptors are faster than stim marines now, which man, I think is just crazy. What's unfortunate about that, from the Terran perspective, is that so you with the Liberators anti-ground being nerfed, they're not quite as strong against Ultralisks, and Corruptors already, after the initial Liberator nerf, Corruptors already did a good job, excuse me, against Liberators, but and then after the second Liberator nerf to the anti-ground, the single target anti-ground damage, they just, they're not quite as good against Ultralisks anymore either. So fighting against Ultralisks is still pretty darn tough. It's not as crazy as it used to be, but it's still pretty darn tough from the Terran perspective. And now, the main way that you beat Ultralisk armies is usually just to run them around the map. But with Corruptors being super fast now, it's harder to drop. A lot harder to drop. So, in my opinion, that's a problem. I don't think Blizzard cares at all about that. Because I really think that if they could find a way to do it, they would gladly sacrifice bio for the sake of mech.
Not enough minerals.
It seems to be what they've wanted to do for a long time, but they just can't quite figure out how to get it done. And I say that because there have been many bio nerfs or buffs to opposing compositions that make it more difficult for bio, such as burrowed fungals, such as the Baneling HP buff, and others. I think they would love to push people away from bio. But again, they just haven't figured out how to make mech work in StarCraft 2. So, those are my opinions. Taken, of course, with my preference for bio in mind. You can't ignore that.
Insufficient Vespene gas. Insufficient Vespene gas.
What? You want something? Fear the Reaper, man. Got something for me to...
Okay, I'm still getting lag here, so that's not good.
Bad news? Death from above.
Not enough minerals. Command center operator. Not enough minerals.
Try to clear that low ground now.
Unacceptable landing zone. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Oh, I'll get there.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Go ahead. SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough. Our SCVs are under attack.
I've been waiting on this. Better be good. Huh?
This could be trouble. If he's following up with a Banshee, I'm in trouble here.
Add-on complete. Additional supply depots required.
Especially with this supply block. That is not helping anything.
Additional supply depots required.
Can't build here.
Not enough.
SCV ready.
Research complete.
Fight or flight. Go ahead. Big job, huh? SCV ready. Gangway coming through.
Add-on.
SCV
Not enough minerals.
Yeah,
wants some.
I agree with you.
Not enough minerals.
I totally agree with you
Additional
on that.
supply depots required.
This better be SCV ready. Go, go, go.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, what the heck just
Not
happened
enough
to this?
minerals.
Thank you.
Not enough minerals.
Been waiting on.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. By the numbers, boys.
Additional
Ready.
supply depots required.
I can't build here.
Not enough minerals.
Ready.
Not enough minerals.
Who wants some?
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Research.
Go, go, go. What's going on? Ah! SCV ready. Been waiting on you. Gangway coming through. SCV ready. Fueled up, ready to go.
Not enough minerals.
Who wants
Not enough minerals. Upgrade complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough. Not enough minerals. Mineral field depleted.
What's our target? Bad news.
Not,
SCV ready.
not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Go, go, go. Huh?
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Boy. SCV ready. In the ring.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough
He's trying to take it there, really?
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Go
Not
ahead.
enough minerals.
What's going on?
That would be really bold.
Not enough minerals. Not
This
enough
better be good.
minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Sure thing. Big job. Huh?
Not enough minerals. Not enough.
Ready for dust off.
And I am gonna go 5 racks.
Let's get it. Hey. This better be good. Eat something.
Not enough minerals. Our SCVs are under attack.
There we go. Alright. Autism watch. I like that. I've never played the game, but just it doesn't look even remotely interesting to me. I really don't understand the mass appeal of it. Unless I'm missing something, it's just a sort of like a quirky Call of Duty. I mean, you run around with a team. It's an FPS, right? And you run around with a team shooting the other people. Again, maybe I'm missing something, but it just seems like an individualized, like, uh, in terms of the artwork and the animations and all that sort of stuff, and like a highly individualized Call of Duty. Again, maybe I'm missing something. It doesn't appeal to me in the slightest, though. From what I've seen, I would also concur that it would seem to lack long-term depth because once the next game that comes out that's similar to it, its popularity would probably decline, I would think. Oh wow. So it is similar to other FPS, but it lacks long-term depth compared to them. So that doesn't sound too hot. Kind of want to see where things stood after this engagement here, and then when I engaged into his natural. I mean, I was very confident that I won this engagement, but I want to see how many SCVs I lost, and I want to see how many SCVs he had prior to my attack there. And then I think he went for a third base. I think he went for it off of 3 racks. I could be wrong, and I ended up going for 5 racks to put the game away before I went for my third command center. So I want to see all these things stacked up. I'm actually not playing badly today. I did lose one TvP, but there wasn't much I could have done. He scouted my build very quickly, and he was able to counter it through his build. So just one of those situations where you can't do anything about it. Keeping this Cyclone alive was super important. By the way, you noticed what I was talking about in this game. Excuse me. When I went for a Cyclone, he went for a Cyclone. This is very common, these Cyclone-based rushes. And, wow, I didn't realize that he went for a 1-1-1. I mean, I knew that that I was going to be ahead economically based on the fact that he had a Hellion and a Cyclone here. So it's 2 production cycles. But I figured maybe it was an expansion after factory, but in fact it is a 1-1-1. Yeah, that's how it seemed to me, you know. But again, I haven't played the game. How many SCVs did he kill? He killed 1 SCV. I came out slightly ahead there. This Raven did nothing. Is he waiting for the energy? No, he has the energy. He should have gone straight in because I wasn't ready for it. But by the time he comes in, I am ready for it. He comes in right when my Viking comes over. It was awfully kind of him. Yeah, so that auto turret did absolutely nothing. That's quite nice for me. Okay, he's just getting a stim now. I think it's way behind mine actually. My combat shield has already started. My +1 attack is already started. Going up to 3 racks. So yeah, I'm gonna have a rather significant advantage. He does have an advantage in the tank count, but I take both of these watchtowers, which pretty much saves the game for me. Even though I'm ahead in multiple ways right now, he does have air superiority. Even though I'm ahead in multiple ways, seeing this attack come across the map lets me know to get in position here on the low ground and get ready to pull SCVs. If I don't pull SCVs, I'll lose the game. Pick off the Cyclone to start, retreat, and let's see. Okay, so he is building his third. This is a pretty risky maneuver to continue with this after I've scouted it. And he's got his third, going up to 4th and 5th racks. I'm actually coming around here to keep an eye on his third. And these are the troops that I end up sending in here to attack. He doesn't even have a single engineering bay yet. So that's going to be a gigantic upgrade advantage. For this fight, I'll have +1 attack against 0-0. But yeah, this is a questionable decision to continue with this attack because it's only off of 3 racks. It's like it's not an all-in. It's a very aggressive attack, but without the power of 5 racks. It's only 3 racks, and he's still trying to macro behind it. So this can work, but he has to get up here. He has to get his tanks up here, and he has to put them in siege mode without uncontestedly. But of course, since I saw him at the watchtower, there are very slim chances of that happening. I'm going to get in position. I'm going to contest the high ground. So here, I'm in position here. I only have 1 tank. That sucks, but again, I'm getting ready already. Here we go. Here's the big pull. This is exactly what I'm talking about. If this, if I don't scout this at the watchtower, I'm just going to be sitting here. He's going to come up, take the high ground with the tanks, get them in siege mode. He has air superiority, vast air superiority. It's what, 4-1 or something? 6-1. I think 2 are back home. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe are all 6 here? Okay, yeah, I just didn't see them clumped up. So yeah, it's 6-1. So once he gets these tanks in siege mode, I'm going to have a heck of a time breaking this. And all of these SCVs are going to take tank fire as they rush in. But as it is right now, I get in before the tanks hit siege mode. So yeah, he definitely should not have pushed that hard after I scouted him at the watchtower. SCVs close the gap. He actually lands his Vikings, and they do absolutely nothing because I have all of these Marines here. Killed a bunch of SCVs, but he lost his entire army for it. And now I'm going to rush in here and do some counter damage. He still doesn't have combat shields. I have +1 attack. I'm actually late to my +1 armor, unfortunately. Focusing down SCVs, so getting some return damage done. Not quite as much as he did, but my army is going to be vastly superior, almost doubling it. And I know this is my cue to push, especially since he was trying to get a 3rd base. I saw how little army he had here to defend. I know it's go time. +2 attack, +1 armor coming down, and he's just starting +1 attack. So here we go. Time to attack. Scans me. Fortunately for me, he actually didn't see any army moving out. He's going to try to float this over. There's no freaking way he's going to get that. Actually loses that command center. Now I have the air superiority since he lost all of his Vikings here. And yeah, not much you can do about this now. Still no combat shields. And GG is called. Yeah, he just has nothing here to defend. He's going to lose all of this. And that's game. I think I actually played that one pretty well. The map vision is what won it for me.